everyone! Welcome! WebSockets are fantastic for building real-time applications, making our web experiences dynamic and instant. But with great power comes great responsibility, especially when it comes to security. How do we ensure that only authorized users or services can connect to our WebSocket servers and exchange data? Today, we are diving deep into effective authentication strategies for securing your WebSocket connections. Keeping your real-time data safe from unauthorized access is absolutely crucial. Let's explore some proven methods. First, one of the most popular approaches is token-based authentication, often using JSON Web Tokens, JWTs. Here's how it typically works. A user first authenticates with your regular HTTP API, perhaps by logging in with a username and password. Upon successful login, the server issues a JWT. This token is then passed to the WebSocket server during the connection handshake. The WebSocket server validates this token to ensure it's legitimate and hasn't expired. If valid, the connection is established. JWTs are great because they are stateless. The server doesn't need to store session information, making them scalable. Another common strategy is session-based authentication. If your application already uses sessions for HTTP requests, you can extend this to WebSockets. After a user logs in, a session ID is created and stored in a cookie. When the WebSocket connection is initiated, the server can use this session cookie to authenticate the user, verifying their identity against the active session. This method is familiar to many web developers. For machine-to-machine communication, API keys can be a simple and effective authentication method. Services exchange pre-shared secret keys. The server then validates this key upon connection to ensure only trusted services are connecting. Remember to keep these keys extremely secure and rotate them regularly. Beyond specific authentication methods, always remember these crucial security practices for WebSockets. Always use WSS//WebSocket Secure for your connections, which encrypts your data just like HTTPS does for standard web traffic. This prevents eavesdropping. Also, authentication is just the first step. You also need authorization. After knowing who is connected, you need to determine what they are allowed to do. Implement strict authorization checks for every action. Handle token expiration gracefully and provide a way for clients to refresh their tokens without re-authenticating fully. Protect against common web vulnerabilities like cross-site WebSocket hijacking. Finally, consider implementing rate limiting on connection attempts to prevent brute force attacks. Securing your WebSocket connections is not just a good idea, it's a necessity for any robust real-time application. By implementing these authentication strategies and security best practices, you can build powerful and safe real-time experiences. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. Share it with someone who might need this information, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you have. Your support helps us create more content like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.